The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here we go. Here we go. 12, 12.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dunlap. He finds his man complete. That's Kramer. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Bengals grab it. And some room to work. Past the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And that That'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, Dunlap. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on first down. Dunlap. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Riley, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing again. Dunlap. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, That D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Up the middle they go. Riley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge. And the ball carrier did not benefit.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Here we go.
These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
11.
A give up the middle to Akers.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
I'm one, ready?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Gun.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
They will throw on first down with Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Dunlap. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dunlap. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 65 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Bengals at 0-8 now on the year. And they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Burrow will throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. 1:50 left to go in the 2nd quarter. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance him downfield.
Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Riley. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Riley. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Dunlap. Touchdown! From 4 yards out.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve.
Here we go.
Give defense a credit. Coverage is in lockdown mode everywhere.
12, 12, 12.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little more.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
McPherson's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Off the play fake. Dunlap. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
So when you have good field position to start a drive, and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And now here's another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dunlap. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
To about the 33-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Burrow. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now we've got a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It'll be first and goal when we come back.
On one, ready?
Well, the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Akers.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Here we go.
Second and goal from the 1.
Thomas.
Akers again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From a yard out.
And the Bengals have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Off play action. Dunlap.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Kramer. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. on first down. Riley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dunlap, flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Thompson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did,
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Cam Akers, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game, and you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, twos, oh my goodness, three or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
12. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
11 empty paint. 12.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
11 empty.
Now it's Burrow.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with...
And now here is another interception.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
11 coming.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. This is Smith with a grab. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.